Howdy folks, happy Tuesday, and I hope you're all having a great week so far. The Gone Fishing update has finally hit the live servers, which means we have a ton of brand new stuff to check out over in the Atomic Shop. So let's head over and take a look at everything that will be available from today, June 3rd, right through until June 10th. Alrighty, checking out the first page of the Atomic Store after quite a few hours of server downtime. Roughly the servers were down for roughly, I think it was 4 to 5 hours. So yeah, it definitely was a long one today for today's update, which is the Gone Fishing update. As you can see there, the servers are back up and we do have the Atomic Shop, and obviously, and more than likely, everything this week was going to be sort of themed around the main update, which is fishing. So as you can see here from the first bundle we have is the fish trap bundle. Now there's a lot of great stuff included with this, but the one thing I do want to focus in on before anything else is these images right here. Now you probably notice this from yourself from around the map. When you go to certain water locations, you notice all these sort of bits of debris and waste piles that kind of form on the top of the water. These are actually included in this bundle, so you will actually be able to place these on water, which is really cool. Now I know obviously, look, it's a waste pile. You're kind of thinking to yourself, oh look, it's not the biggest thing in the world, but obviously it's a sort of aesthetic thing that we were never really able to do with our camps, especially with being able to build on water and things like that, but actually be able to put these on water. So this is really a cool thing. But anyway, I'm not going to ramble on any further. I just think this is really cool and I do like this inclusion. But included in this bundle for 1800 atoms, you will get the floating trash pile. You also will get the floating dock floor, the floating lily pad. You'll also get the rodent tackle stash box, the floater player title suffix. You'll also get the fish trap. You'll also get the floating mole pile, the floated rusted toxic waste barrel, which is this thing right here, and then lastly you will get the fishing cooler cryo freezer. So there's a lot of stuff here to sort of kickstart your sort of fishing camp sort of journey, if you want to say. So yeah, definitely a great bundle to check out this week. Now moving on, we also have the return of the winter mansion bundle. I know it says it's brand new, but again, a lot of this stuff has been included in the Atomic Shop previously, either on scoreboards as well, but there's a lot of good stuff included with this. Now as you can see there, the bundle will be 1800. It's not 1080 because there's already stuff here that I've already picked up either from scoreboards or previous Atomic Shop updates. But a lot of good stuff to sort of kind of help, you know, kickstart maybe that log cabin or fishing cabin beside the water sort of theme. There's a lot of good stuff there, so definitely make sure to check it out anyway. We also have the return of the resourceful camp bundles. There's a lot of good stuff included with this. Again, as you can see there, we have the Mothman nest, we have the Radstag field dressing station, the red rocket dumpster, and then lastly the auto miner collectron station. Now this bundle will be 1800, and I know obviously there's only 4 items in this. Yeah, 4 items that's actually included, but everything will actually generate particular resources. So as you can see there, the red rocket dumpster, I'm nearly sure that just generates junk. Again, when it comes to the Radstag field dressing station, essentially it'll generate meat, and then so forth and so on with the corresponding items. So definitely a good one to check out if you have missed out on these before. Now, as you can see from the top bundle that we have, the fish trap bundle, you can obviously pick up some of those items separately. You can get that fish trap there for 700, the fishing cooler cryo freezer, which is going to be 500 atoms. But the cool thing about this is that keep your fish on ice with this cryo freezer. It will instantly freeze food and drink items, reducing spoilage rates to 0%. So definitely a good one if you're maybe new to the game and you haven't got previous sort of cryo freezers, and especially because everyone is going to be catching fish over the next couple of weeks and into the future, it's definitely going to be a nice one to have there to sort of keep your fish and keep your food from spoiling. So definitely a nice one. Now moving on, we also have the rodent tackle stash box, which is 500. Definitely a nice one there, but again, it is just a stash box. And then also as well, we do have the red rocket dumpster, which is going to be 500. So some of the items are separate to this as well that you can pick up. And then also as well, we do have the Radstag field dressing station. Again, I'm nearly sure that is roughly 500 atoms. Now we also have the Gone Fishing emote. So this one here, as you can see, I actually just picked this up already before I did start recording. This is actually the Gone Fishing emote. This is the free item for this month. You will be able to pick this up here. As you can see there, it does say suggest a relaxing fishing trip with the Gone Fishing emote. So we'll definitely make sure to check that out later in the video. So definitely make sure to stay tuned to see what that looks like. Now moving on, we also have everything from last week. Again, look, the Wildcat bundle, it does basically basically includes a brand new cat that is added to the variants of cats that we can pick up in the game for the Camp Pet system. But again, look, if you want to pick it up, it's still available there for the next 13 days. Moving on to some of the greatest hits, we do have the return of the Responders bundles. So again, look, a lot of these bundles, we do see them, you know, go out of the store, come back into the store, but these couple of bundles here, they are getting 30% off. Now, we also do have the return of the Good Fortunes bundle, which is getting a 30% discount as well, and we do have a 50% discount on the next 6 days for the Taggarty's Thunder Paint. Now, we also have the return of the Flatland Shelter, which is getting a 20% discount. And then also as well, we do have the Waster backpack, which is getting 50% off. The Silver Shroud costume is getting a 50% discount as well. And then also we do have the return of the Valorous Alistair paint for the Gatling Plasma. Definitely a nice one if you missed out on it before. I'm nearly sure this was like season 2 or season 3, I believe, but definitely a really nice one to get your hands on and add to the collection. And then lastly, we do have the return of the Log Cabin kit. As I sort of mentioned, if you want to sort of get that fishing cabin or log cabin thing going here, we do have the Log Cabin kit back in here, so definitely a good one to get your hands on this week to sort of kickstart your journey with that. Now, moving on to some of the free and special offers for this week, we are getting a smiley jack-o'-lantern. So again, not really sort of seasonal for the current season that we're in. You know, it's kind of off season because it's sort of based around Halloween, but anyway, it is free. We are getting it, and there you go, you can pick it up for free. Now, some of the items that you can actually pick up for free this week is this thing right here, the improved bait. Now, when it comes to these items, basically this is all based around the new fishing features. So if you haven't checked out the PTS, or you've kind of removed yourself from seeing any footage of this new update and you're going in with fresh eyes, obviously when it comes to fishing, you do need bait, but there will be certain levels of bait that you can use to obviously get better fish. It's a game, and obviously there has to be ways of, you know, having different tiers, and this is one of those ways. So as you can see there, the improved bait will actually improve your chances of hooking the big one with improved bait. Greater chance of catching rare fish than bait, basically. And if you didn't read the patch notes, I will include them in the description as well. Essentially, there will sort of be a legendary fish that you will actually be able to catch, and it will only spawn in certain areas throughout the map. So it won't be, you know, just go to this area, this is where you'll find them. You'll have a chance to actually find them with the sort of the bait that you're using in certain areas around the world. So definitely make sure, pick this up, try and, you know, build up your improved bait. And then obviously when sort of Bethesda announced sort of hints, because they did say that they will be, you know, giving some sort of hint towards where they might be in the map, you can go and obviously try and find them. So a cool little feature that they've added in with the fishing update. Now, moving on, we also have the return of the Mr. Fuzzy antenna ball flare. So as you can see there, that is getting 50% off. We also have the return of the Ghostly Incineration bundle. Definitely a good one, because it does actually include the Halloween paint for the cremator. So good one to keep your eyes on this week if you missed out on that. As mentioned, the Gone Fishing emote, that is this month's Fallout First free item. So again, we'll check that out in a few moments. And also we are getting a Fallout First season catch-up, so that is going to be 1500 atoms there. There's a lot of great stuff included with this, so if you did miss out on a few things from season 15, pretty much like myself, I did actually miss out on pretty much everything that's included with this. You can pick this up today there for 1500 atoms, so good one to check out. Now, we also do have the return of the Pride Flag icon bundles, we have the Pride Frame, and then lastly the Pride Flag bundle. Moving on, all of the Fallout First catch-up stuff and all of the Fallout First items that we had already mentioned. There is also a Fallout First, I think this is season 15 as well, so yeah, look, there's a lot of good stuff included there if you've missed out on those. And then also another bundle from season 15. A lot of stuff here from season 15. If you missed out on it, there you go, it's actually all included with these. And then finally, this is the last week for that Fallen Star bundle. Make sure to check it out, it's here for the next 6 days. A lot of great stuff there. That Red Star prefab, it's definitely one to look out for. And also as well, if you want to pick up a new emote, that you pretty much have with the Spacewalk emote there for 250 atoms. Moving on to the daily and weekly challenges for today, you will need to chew some bubblegum, you'll need to catch 3 fish, complete 1 event, cook 2 grilled fish, you'll also need to kill 10 cultists, kill 3 anglers, and then lastly, sell 10 grilled fish to an NPC vendor. Now there are obviously, and in the patch notes if you are reading them, there will actually be fishing challenges now included with the weekly and the daily challenges, so definitely make sure to get your fishing on. But anyway, moving on to the weekly challenges. For this week you will need to catch 21 fish. You'll also need to collect 25 purified water, complete 3 events, craft 45 energy ammo, craft 35 fish bits, eat 30 cooked meals, kill 25 creatures, kill 25 cultists, and then lastly scrap 15 ceramic. So definitely a lot of good weeklies there to obviously get you kick-started with the new Season 21 scoreboard. And finally, taking a look at the new Gone Fishing emote, this is pretty much what it is. So let's take a listen. So there you go, that is actually pretty cool. So pretty much it won't obviously include an actual fishing rod in the animation compared to some other emotes that we have seen where physical objects do appear, such as like shovels and guns and things like that. But as you can see there at the very end of that emote, you will actually showcase a little fish that you've caught, which is actually really cool. I do like that, and obviously keeping with the theme of today's new updates. That is definitely a cool emote and a good one to add for any Fallout First member who wants to pick that up for the month of June. However, that's everything for today. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments on some of the items showcased today and what you might be picking up this week. If you're new here and you found today's video informative, consider giving the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel so you never miss out on future videos. To our channel members and subscribers, thank you for your continued support and helping the channel to grow. If you're picking up anything over on the Bethesda Gear Store and you'd like to support this channel, you can use my creator code BT76June125 until June 10th to receive 20% off of your entire purchase. Until next time, stay safe out there in the wasteland, welcome to Vault 93, and I'll catch you all in the next video.